Da, 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 da. Hey, da, 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 da. Hey, da, 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 da. Ladies and gentlemen, KocoSports.com proudly presents Wrestle AM. It's half wrestling show, half morning show, pretty much all BS. And of course, you got the Coco crew here holding it down live. Yours truly, the sexiest man on all of Internet Wrestling Radio. Boom Boom here, shaking the room live from the RVA, Richmond, Virginia. Of course, join me there way across the pond in Tokyo, Japan. The man hopped up on Viagra and Geritol. Dave Coco, what's up, brother?
Nothing much, man. It's got my tickets to Wrestle Kingdom. Super pumped up, ready to go. New year, new idiots. I stole that line from Boom Boom. Booms, we're trying out new equipment, and maybe there'll be a lot more shows, shorter shows coming in the future.
Is this a tease?
Maybe. We'll find out. If not, if it doesn't work, we'll be like, all right, well, we tried.
Maybe. So there's a tease and a tease. Haha.
Exactly. All right, Booms. Let's break down, let's break it down. Jericho Tanahashi got a lot more exciting this week. Explain why, and then let's throw some opinions.
Okay, so the match going into Wrestle Kingdom was, as we all know, this is no shock here, was Chris Jericho challenged Hiroshi Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom, to which, that was made official. And then something interesting happened. At the press conference, Hiroshi Tanahashi said, Chris Jericho, he's the champion of his own company. And it's like, I think, if I get if I beat Chris Jericho at Wrestle Kingdom, I think I should be allowed a shot at his championship later on down the line. And Jericho, to his credit, responded going, you know what? If you do beat me at Wrestle Kingdom, yeah, I will give you a shot at the championship. He's talking about the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. And then New Japan jumped on board and said, well, yeah, okay, it's official. Everybody's in agreement here. Jericho, if Tanahashi beats Jericho, then, yeah, he's going to get a shot at the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. And the internet fucking exploded. All of a sudden, interest in this match went through the fucking roof. And then I actually saw some questions, which is why we're doing the Stump the Idiot here. Is this just really smart thinking by Hiroshi Tanahashi to kind of add some more interest in his match? Because, it's just a regular special singles match. It's not for any New Japan championship. And do you think it's just, or do you think it's, just him, trying to generate interest, and Jericho just going, well, fuck it, I'm just going to go along with it because it gives more stock to my match? Is it, a sign of perhaps an AEW New Japan working relationship? Or is it just a big fucking troll?
Well, if it is a big fucking troll, tip the hat. Like, if it's one of those things, worst case scenario, Jericho was always going to go over, and they just made a match a million times more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Best case.
I'm actively hearing people going, well, at first I thought, okay, this is going to be a good match, but now I really, really, really want Tanahashi to win because I really want to see him come over to AEW and wrestle Chris Jericho on Dynamite or whatever pay-per-view that they're having and, wrestle for that championship. That's, ever since that happened, that's what I'm hearing.
Well, no matter what, even if it is a troll, as you're saying, it made the match a million times better, and I'm going to be at the Tokyo Dome. I don't know if I get so excited I mention it all the time. Like, I'm like doing my taxes. Like, okay, what do I have to do? Carry the 6? I'm going to the Tokyo Dome. Oh, excuse me, taxi driver, can you drive me home? I'm going to Wrestle Kingdom at the Tokyo Dome. But, A, it's super exciting. All right, but B, could you imagine if this is what ends? Booms, I get excited. My imagination goes wild. And if you've watched the preview, everything leads to Kenny Omega. How? Hold your beer, Boom Boom. Hold your beer. Step 1, Tanahashi beats Chris Jericho. Fuck yeah. Step 2, Moxley loses. God damn it. We don't need another fucking TNA. No offense to Moxley, but, two WWE guys have the fucking title in a row. What's next? Kevin Nash? Mick Foley? Get your shit together, AEW. Second, Tanahashi comes. Tanahashi gets revenge and fucking wins the title. Then Kenny Omega gets revenge and beats Tanahashi. AEW and New Japan work together, and the AEW title versus the IWGP champ, Okada. Number 5 in the Garden. Make it happen. Dude, just, it gives us hope, and the way AEW kind of went with storylines, that's fucking heartbreaking. Like right now, everyone went into AEW watching that last week going, wow, I hope they fix that shit. This could fix it. This could fix it. And it gives us fucking hope. AEW and New Japan working together is what we dream about every fucking night before I go to bed. I kiss Bear Friend goodnight when I'm done podcasting at 1 o'clock in the morning. But I kiss her goodnight, say, hey, I'm going to bed. I'm done talking pro wrestling. And then I close my eyes and I dream of AEW and New Japan holding hands, running on a beach, smiling at each other. And the world is perfect. The world is perfect. And here's the thing. If there's any asshole, and I mean asshole in the kindest, sincere way ever, if there's any asshole who can pull this off, it is the genius that is Chris Jericho. Think about it. New Japan lost its TV deal. They have the USA company. AEW needs some serious fucking talent. You know what I mean? And they need some fucking booking, and they need something. Jesus Christ, how many fucking goddamn indie wrestlers can we put in black makeup? Calm the fuck down, okay? Jesus Christ, is this a fucking hot topic or goddamn... Okay, let it go. Let it go. And none of that, but you need to help. You gotta bring Kenny Omega back. Think about it. Tanahashi beats Jericho. That brings AEW and New Japan together. Then Omega beats Tanahashi. Everything is great from Wrestle Kingdom 13. Then, I don't know, fucking Jay White gets a parking ticket. Then Okada goes against Omega. What the? This is the greatest thing ever. I love you, Jericho. Jericho, if you're trolling us, much respect. But if this is the start of something magical, I mean, am I wrong for getting too excited?
Yes and no. I mean, no. I mean, it's a great what if. It's a great scenario. It feels like pieces are out there. Because now, we just kind of, Tanahashi, either way, no matter what happens, he's a fucking genius for dropping that line.
Oh, definitely.
And Chris Jericho is an even bigger genius for just rolling with it. It's like, well, we stumbled onto something great here. Let's go for it. So it could be something big, and it's just something to latch, for the fans to latch onto. But and I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here, but I want to just kind of bring up the reasons why it may not. This may be an epic troll land. This may not be a partnership. The Bucks have been trolling too. On one of the last episodes of Being the Elite, they were joking around saying, "Oh, we got to make sure you shoot Kitty from the waist up," because he was wearing some old New Japan gym shorts. I think it was like some old G1 shorts. It's like, we can't show them in that, or people are going to automatically go, "Oh, look, they got a partnership going." And then also in the latest episode, the Young Bucks did of wrestlers getting room service, or I forgot what they call that show. They need to, by the way, fix the title of that show, Young Bucks, please. They just kind of talked about how they were just kind of miffed about how they exited New Japan and everything, and particularly like Kenny, his exit, how the Young Bucks, they were just kind of blown off. I mean, in a way, I can understand why New Japan did what they did, and don't feel like the Bucks had the reason to be that upset, but they're still miffed nonetheless. So that could be it, or it could. I know what you're going to say, Coco. Well, maybe that's part of it. They're trying to downplay it. They're trying to just push it off, and so that way, when it happens, oh my God, they swerved us. Or it could just be the blatantly obvious. It just could be literally, sometimes you got to call a spade a spade. Maybe there's not a partnership. This is just something that Tanahashi and Jericho did to add interest and gravitas to their match, because New Japan is ultimately still competing against AEW. Yeah, they may have lost their American television deal with Access, but remember, they're starting the New Japan basically a New Japan branch here in the United States that's going to go out and touring. They're going to be competing with AEW. But also, I know what you're going to say there too. Well, there's no TV. Don't they need some TV to promote it? Why not go to All Elite Wrestling? It's why would you want to, you know, I guess get on the TV show with somebody you're ultimately going to start competing against. And why are you going to try? Because I mean, when they do, if and when they do land a U.S. TV deal, you don't want to be like, seen losing to some of their guys.
Not so fast, my fellow friend. The
first Lee Corso
of the decade.
No, Coco. This is epic. This is epic. Not only is this the first Lee Corso of this podcast, not only is this the first Lee Corso of 2020, this is the first Lee Corso of the new decade.
And I want to change the image. You know what people say about our show, Boom Boom? They say that we jump around a lot and we're immature. I'm going to stay on target. I wrote stuff down on a piece of paper. And you know what? We're going to be mature about this, Boom Boom. Boom Boom, okay. Put the tie on. Okay? We're mature. All right? I want to give some advice that's going to solve the New Japan AEW drama. All right? Gato, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega, and New Japan staff. Okay?
Okay.
If this deal doesn't go through and this isn't the start of something beautiful, you all have small peepees. There, I said it. I'm glad I did. If you want the world to know you have a small peepee, they'd be like, oh, Kenny Omega broke my feelings. Oh, New Japan booked us to lose every match at Kingdom. Hey, that could be you. You can have a small peepee. It's up to you. But if you want to be known as the biggest peepee in all the land, you put that side, because big peepees don't worry about stuff like that. A big peepee fucking Young Bucks, a big peepee fucking, you know what I mean? Omega, a big peepee New Japan, they wouldn't worry about that. They would just show their big peepee off and make the teamwork happen. So the ball's in your court. I don't think there's a more mature way to handle this. If the AEW New Japan, if the AEW New Japan doesn't come together and rebuild that bridge and become a team, everyone on the roster has small PP. There. I think we need to be mature in a new decade, sir. And I'm glad we are. Boom's like, how am I supposed to follow that?
It's the most logical argument I've ever heard. I can actually just picture Ghetto, and then over here in the United States, I can picture like the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes and Adam Page. They're sitting there just listening to this podcast. All of a sudden, they just spit out whatever they're doing. Like, I don't have a small penis. Get on the phone right now. And even Ghetto's like, I don't have a small penis. You get on the phone right now, and they start calling each other. God damn it! They said if we don't do this, we got small penises. Well, I'll show them who's got a small penis. Make this shit happen right now.
Exactly. So it is now confirmed. If this doesn't work out where AEW New Japan work together right fucking now after this Wrestle Kingdom, small peepees all around. There you go. You know what, KocoSports? I like where we're going in this decade. I like the new, mature, focused KocoSports. Booms, do you have anything else to add? If not, we're going to wrap up this short fucking video, and we're going to do more of these in the future if you guys are fucking willing to give us some high fives and hear some mature, smart, thought-out content like that. Booms, you have anything else to say?
No, just good luck to everybody. I really hope that the whole trolling and everything is just to kind of set it up for a partnership. Because on one hand, yeah, I do agree that if New Japan is going to start touring the United States, they do need to get exposure. They need to avoid the problems last time they were here when they had the whole visa issue. So it was all their white guys plus some indie talent that they signed on to come in and just do like a few one-off shows. If they're really seriously going to want to compete here in the United States, they do need TV, they do need exposure, they do need to create new fans. And now with losing access, I think it would be smart to jump on board AEW because they've got more TV exposure than Ring of Honor. They've got more buzz than any other promotion here in the United States. And to get them on that show, maybe wrestling a few matches, and then saying, well, hey, we're going to show you these guys and some other guys you may not have heard of here in the United States, and maybe that'll just benefit everybody in the end because WWE, they've got no problem doing this. That's when they first beat them, was the build up to Survivor Series. They brought the Good Brothers, AJ Styles, they brought them over, and they won the ratings war that week. And then they won after Survivor Series. You know, when the whole fallout from War Games, the big celebration. They won because they pulled over a lot of their stars from, Raw and SmackDown. So WWE doesn't hesitate to do it. They're going to need to kind of generate some buzz to counter program that one. So what better way to do that? But if they don't, I can completely understand their logic behind it. There's going to be giving press and buzz and credibility to people that they're competing with. Because they're still a little myth because they lost all their big guys and stars, to this new, to a new brand new promotion that they created that they're, direct. That would be like one day, guy leaves McDonald's and goes and starts Burger King. You're going to be a little myth because now you got another company to compete against. So I can understand why it would. I can understand why it wouldn't. But you know what? We're going to find out probably within the next 7 days, because we've still got to get through 2 nights of Wrestle Kingdom, 1 night of New Year's Dash. We've got the first episode of AEW tonight, and then of course we'll see what the fallout is in the next week, post Wrestle Kingdom. So we're going to find out one way or another, and I just hope it benefits wrestling fans in general.
And last thing I'm going to say about this match, and then I want to plug a bunch of stuff. Tanahashi, Jericho, no matter the outcome, big pee-pee. The rest of yous, your pee-pee size depends on your decisions. Booms, I'm off. I'll watch AEW. Do you want to do a live recap after the show, or are you not off?
No, I'm off. I'm off for the rest of the week. I asked for some time off because, okay.
Do you want to do a live AEW review after the show?
I should be awake, and if I can get some away time from the wife, yeah, I can do that.
All right. Well, for live stuff and archive stuff, for live stuff, it will be twitch.tv. For archive stuff and a little bit of original content such as this, YouTube KocoSports. Twitch.tv KocoSports for live, and video gaming for short videos like this with no chat, nothing live, will be YouTube. And YouTube will archive all the Twitch live things as soon as we can. All right. So, I wrote a book, Operation Freak Show. Wrestling Ranting's awesome. I think we're done the plugs. High fives, Booms?
High five.
All right, with that, I am over. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Hey, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.